that's an E flat.
So in terms of the lower notes, is it more a matter of the length or the diameter or combination?
It's a combination, but primarily the length. You know, if you've got a certain tone, you want a D flute, it's going to be about that long for a big D. You can make a big D this big around, but it'd be probably about 3 inches shorter.
Yeah, and then you can get enough air pressure flow through it.
And you wouldn't have much range.
Yeah.
So it's a balance between the diameter and length, and if you get that proportion right for one, then the next one smaller, smaller, smaller. You know, if you had two, this is a good one here. This one came out nice. So if I had one this size and I had one this size, and I liked them both, then I could line them up and do a little drawing, you know, a little graph of the distances and come up with a precise point for and diameter and position of all the holes and everything, size of the holes and everything, knowing that this one had to be proportional to this one and all the ones in between. And basically that's what I did. I made a bunch of flutes in one key of different diameters and found the one I liked the best, had the best range. And I did one in a small diameter and picked the one I liked the best. And then I did a graph of the diameters and positions and came up with a schematic for all the popular keys, positioning of the finger holes, size of the holes and everything. All right. So if I make it little, I'm going to have a flat tone. Now, I play it into the microphone, it shows up flat. Okay, so by reading the way that pattern is on the microphone, on the pickup there, I can tell about how flat it is, and I've done so many that I can pretty well take a look at that thing after I play it, as I play it, and then take my burning rod, it's red hot, and just sort of undercut the hole and burn off enough to bring it up to the pitch I want. After all, even different parts of the hole, opening up this way is different a little bit than opening up that way, and so on. So I would start with a small hole in each case, and I'd open it up until it was stopped. The pattern on the screen, you know, on my tuner, and then I would burn in the next hole small, and then open it up bit by bit, 2 or 3 adjustments, and there it is, holding the pattern steady. Okay, now I can go to the next hole. And then when I'm finished, you go ahead and play it through a few times, see how it feels, if there's any notes that tweak me. You know, note didn't sound right. When you're burning them, you're using heat, and heat warms up the tube, and that makes it play sharp. So you're always tuning a little sharp of what you know it's going to be when it settles. And the higher you go up the tube, the more you've been burning, and the hotter it gets. So you got to you got to do a lot of them before, after a while, you get the feeling of just how much to open it up, because how much it's going to cool, how much it's been heating up.
And that's going to become less sharp.
And then presumably, hopefully, if you've done it right, when it cools, it'll be playing just the way you want it, about 70 degrees. About average room temperature, you know.